that he's in a...
Ready once again, Christopher Ortega. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, man, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted 3.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Standing in, Jonathan Villar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Christopher Ortega. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Now batting.
Digging in, Tony Kemp. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pinder moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping up now, Josh Fegley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hard hit ball to short, right to him. To second for 1. To Trumbo for the double play, and that retires the side. 9-3 the final tally here in this one. Oakland led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Now from a place that's ready now, Christopher Ortega, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here it comes.
Number 6.
Lifted in the air to center field. Laureano waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who stands out to you, Dan? In now Christopher Ortega. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A bouncer to the left side.
Run it out.
Chapman's got it on to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping in, Christopher Ortega. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
So stepping in, Tony Kemp, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and that'll bring up the big power bat of Mark Trumbo. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. In now for the O's, Trey Mancini, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside. Here's Chris Davis now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Chris Davis.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire. Ready for another chance. Christopher Ortega. He singled his last time up. Hit in the air to shallow center. Simeon ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Standing in, Josh Begley. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Begley.
The short hit hard. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics. 1 run, 4 hits.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest. Striding in, Christopher Ortega. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Baltimore, the shortstop, number 6.
From the stretch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Not even letting the fans settle into their seats, and he's coming unglued first pitch. Nice base hit to the outfield.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Strike taken, the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Ortega stands at second with no outs. And they do have him scoring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening. Into the box now, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, D.
Ground out to short. Ortega has. And that's out number 1. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who do you have your eye? Digging in for his second at-bat, Christopher Ortega. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Christopher Ortega. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's set, and the pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
The center fielder, Tony.
At the plate, Tony Kemp. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. And they're runners at the corners now.
Jonathan Villar.
He's running. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So striding forward now, Christopher Ortega. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Reined in. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the Shure out. Striding into the box, Jonathan Villar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 and 2. Here it is. He struck him out. In and out of. Malik Smith the next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly.
Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Mariners took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
For the victorious Mudhens, 9 runs, 12.
Now from T-Mobile. So coming to the plate, Christopher Ortega. He will lead this one off today.
Baltimore, the shortstop, number 6.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Haniger in pursuit. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out. Stepping into the box, Jonathan Villar. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Batting fourth, the first base.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Christopher Ortega. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
To Encarnacion, who's got it, and that... Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Haniger.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. One there to Trumbo, who's got it for the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Ortega, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he popped him up. Encarnacion in foul ground, but this will land untouched. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Omar Narvaez. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's gone 2 for 8.
Narvaez.
He's short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Stepping into the box, Christopher Ortega. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. Another base hit. How about the game he's putting together? Now 4 for 4 in this one. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. At the plate, Tony Kemp. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Tony Kemp.
Here's the 0-2. Looped out toward third.
Find it.
On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Christopher Ortega, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Liner toward right center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Stepping in, Tony Kemp. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Riding in once again, Jonathan Villar. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. And here's D. Gordon now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
The 0-2 pitch. On the ground out for short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Digging in, Mitch Haniger. He went deep back in the fifth.
Mitch Haniger.
On the ground to the left side. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon. 9-1 is the way this one ends. The Baltimore Orioles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dylan Bundy wins his third of the season. Tanner Scott takes the rare three-inning.
A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the San Diego.
Play ball. P3.
So striding forward now, Christopher Ortega. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 6.
Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And immediately the Padres have to deal with a real runner now standing at first.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. A bare hand for one. On to first. And how about that double play? Wow. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who's now in the box? Travis Jankowski. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
One of the keys during a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Christopher Ortega. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Jankowski is there. Digging in now for San Diego, Austin Hedges. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, we don't get completely.
Oh, and he can't pick it up clean. is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Travis Jankowski next.
Travis Jankowski.
A pause and the 0-2. Softly hit out to short. Over to VR. On to Trumbo, but not quite in time as they'll just get the one. Into the box,
now
Christopher Ortega. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a two-run shot to left center. Third home run for him on the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken.
Next will be the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Here's the 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score. The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy that the guys truly gravitate towards. Total package of Eric Hosmer's game.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. So one man gone for the Friars in their half of the eighth, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Nothing in 2 count, and on a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one. Ready to take his hacks again, Christopher Ortega, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's certainly got to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his game. He's got to get back to what makes him successful, put bat to baseball, and try and drive something right back up the middle. That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Now to the plate, Tony Kemp. He was a ground-out victim last time. I'm up.
The center fielder, Tony Kemp.
The 3-2 pitch. Runner goes for second. Fastball right back to the mound. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get it. 13-3 the final score. The Friars jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Robbie Erlin earns win number 4 on the season. There is rain. So stepping in, Christopher Ortega. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way.
Number 6.
No balls and a strike to count. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for them.
Coming to the plate now, Christopher Ortega, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Late that time for a strike. Stewart at third with 2 away. Behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. Line to the right side. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance. Last double. With a man on first right now, let him run.
There's one. On to first, a double play. Next to the plate for the Padres, Hunter Renfroe. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Over to VR. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Digging in, Christopher Ortega.
Number 6.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. This will kick up against the wall now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Settling in now, Tony Kemp. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Tony.
Ground ball, left side.
Get down, get down.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Reyes.
Now that's popped up. Ortega over to his right. And that ends the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christopher Ortega. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play. Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2. Downtown.
Let's play ball. He's out. 4-4. Take the base.
At the plate, Christopher Ortega. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Orioles, the shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Waiting on it is Zimmer. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny? Digging in now, Christopher Ortega. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Luplow is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Leonis Martin singled home a run in his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to only amassing a solid one hit in your entire. The pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
To Trumbo, who's got it for the double play. Now batting, Christopher Ortega. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't be.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And now at the plate, Kevin Plawecki.
Now batting, the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Hit on the ground to short. And there are two away now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Christopher Ortega. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Coming to the plate now Christopher Ortega. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp.
The designated hitter, Tony.
2-1. Here it is. Now a swing of the ground ball. This should do it. Kipnis is there. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. 14-3 is the final score in this one.
The final line.
There is rain. Now in the box, Christopher Ortega. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, number 6.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Batting second.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. But he'll close fast out there as he puts it away chest high, and the runner will be forced to head back to first. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big power bat of Mark Trumbo. And prior to the 0-2, he'll move to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Ready with the 0-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Find the ball.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So nothing in the Orioles' first. In now for Cleveland, Jordan Luplow, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Line drive, snagged. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready now for Baltimore, Christopher Ortega. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. So digging in now, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Pounding short. This could be two. To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play. Ready for another shot now. Christopher Ortega. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. His past history with Dylan Bundy, not great. He's 1 for 8. Smoked on the ground, left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his...
Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Enough so you can drive the baseball.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Christopher Ortega will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Here's a pop-up now. Kipnis is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Christopher Ortega. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
You know, it's funny. I can count on one hand the times I was able to actually go to the plate and think home run and hit a home run. I wish guys would just focus on getting into their rhythm at the...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Digging in once again, Christopher Ortega. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Into the box now, Christopher Ortega. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. So a solo shot down the line in left, and with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get into extra innings, you're always looking for that one guy to step up and be that hero. And this guy was the hero tonight. What does he do? Steps up with a walk-off home run to end this thing in extras.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game. And that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one. Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
4-2, the final score today. Adam Simber. time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. It's the first game in the month of July between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Now at the plate, Christopher Ortega, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 6.
High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier on the run. He's there and records the first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who are you focused on, Dan? And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. High pop-up. Ortega is camped under this one. And that will retire the side. Stepping up to the plate, Christopher Ortega. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Fouled off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Skied into straightaway right. Heredia is there, 2 down. Striding forward now is the DH, Daniel Robertson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Back to the top of the order now, and that means the corner infielder Matt Duffy will bat next. Knocked him up. Ortega backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. So striding in, Christopher Ortega, and he always poses a threat, of course, one of the true superstars in the game today. First pitch coming, here it is. High in the air out to center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Ready once again, Christopher Ortega. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Up next for the Rays, Brandon Lowe.
Now batting, number 8.
Softly hit to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Matt Duffy. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 2 for 4.
Duffy.
The 2-2. Grounded to short. VR at the bag, and that retires the side. An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Rays took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Blake Snell earned his 9th win of the year as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Baseball for you. At the plate, Christopher Ortega. He'll get us started in this one
Leading
under the
tonight
lights.
for Baltimore,
First
the
pitch
shortstop,
coming. Here it is.
number 6.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Velasquez coming in. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
I'm really hoping this.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham.
Batting
First
third.
cuts for him here with
The
the
left
bases
fielder,
open and 2
Tommy
away.
Pham.
Popped him up. Ortega has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the... Digging in, Willie Adames. He's back
Batting
in the
sixth.
starting lineup for this
The
one after
shortstop,
sitting out last
Willie
night's game.
Adames.
A bullet to first base. Quick step to the bag is not in time for the double play. Stepping up now, Christopher Ortega.
Number
He
6.
flew out in his last at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Wendell ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So it's back to the top of the order now. And
Now
digging
batting,
in next
second
will be
baseman,
Joey Wendell.
Joey Wendell.
Comes set with the 0-1. Ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Escobar on to Trumbo, but not quite in time as they'll just get the 1. Standing in, Daniel Robertson. He drew a walk his first time
The
up.
designated hitter, Daniel Robertson.
The 1-2. Out towards second. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw on to Trumbo will be in time, and the inning is over. So ready now, Christopher Ortega. He's been
Number
great
6.
lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Giving chase is Heredia, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it.
And the third baseman makes the play. That in. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Christopher Ortega. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. In there for strike 1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Yeah, they need him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4 out save. Job well done.
Now from the home of at the plate, Christopher Ortega, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Baltimore, the shortstop
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Go, 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 go,
Hard on the ground to second. Wendell from the outfield grass, and that's the first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What's your take as they try to get back? In now, Michael Perez. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit to short. Scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Stepping in, Christopher Ortega. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
This is a tough spot here to turn two off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least one out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get one out in a spot like this.
Now batting.
So first and second with one man gone, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Justin.
The set and the 1-1. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Mullins rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Roll. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game. So to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Roll, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
Popped straight up. Adames ranging into the outfield. He's there to...
We're back now as the Rays line up readies for their third turn with the bats. And unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. And a big part of the problem has been a noticeable lack of power. They're near the bottom of the league in both home runs and slugging percentage, which in today's game makes it very difficult to generate very much in the runs column. One member of the front office told me, you have to be able to drive the baseball, even if that doesn't always mean hitting home runs.
In now for the O's, Christopher Ortega. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Kiermaier is there, 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Christopher Ortega. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
And that'll get down for a base hit. Standing in, Tony Kemp. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Tony Kemp.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
On the back, pick it up,
toward the hole. Reined in. Throw on to first is going to be in time. Into the box now, Matt Duffy. And their runners at the corners now.
Matt Duffy.
Grounded back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. To Bourne, and they get the double play. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Christopher Ortega. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Nice shot right there.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Tony Kemp goes down for out number 2 in the top half. The set and the 1-1 lifted into the air out towards center field. Kiermaier is going to have room out there as he puts this. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Baltimore led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. David Hess earns the win.
Inferences drawn from season statistics can sometimes illuminate potential areas of improvement.
Downtown ball.
Let's play ball. Out. You're out.
Stepping up to the plate, Christopher Ortega. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, number 6.
First pitch on its way. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. And immediately the Rays now have to deal with a real burner standing at first base.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this.
Third. The first baseman
coming to the plate now, Justin Bohr, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away. Here's Mark Trumbo now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Down.
The second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore, but first, here's Heidi Watney with a little bit more on the forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like...
Striding in, Tommy Pham, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch, the 1-2. Bounce it to the left side. Nunez charging this one. Throw on the board takes care of him, and that ends the inning. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run. This is now a 1-run game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Up the middle and off his leg. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but... From the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Working for the punch out and the offering. Rolled slowly to first. And he won't even try it at second as he flips to the pitcher covering to get the Shure out. Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And the big left-handed hitting first baseman Justin Bour will bat next. Popped up. Diaz is under it. 2 gone. So 2 men are gone now in the Baltimore third. And that'll bring up the big power bat of Mark Trumbo. He's set. The 2-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Wendell is there, and the side is retired. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Daniel Robertson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Robertson.
2-2-2.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Softly hit out toward short. One there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Striding into the box, Christopher Ortega, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the stretch, swing and a liner. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking 2 right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Push to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Matt Duffy. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game.
Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front.
Stepping into the box, Christopher Ortega. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch is popped up. Diaz moving to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track. Digging in to try it again. Brian Goodwin. Last time through was a base hit.
Brian Goodwin.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
2-2-2.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-2 the final score tonight.